Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. We have another show, great show of hot topics that everyone's talking about. Our dear Lynia, she is on vacation, so though we miss her, we hope she has an amazing time with on her trip. And we want to thank you all for joining us. Don't forget, we're all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, our official website, thestephennightshow.com. Rather watch us, go to our YouTube channel, The Stephen Knight Show. Please subscribe, comment, and we appreciate your support. All right, so it is breast cancer awareness month. So shout out to all of the survivors and the fighters and those that are going through this disease. Remember, early detection is important. So if you're over 40, get your mammogram and talk to your doctors about that kind of things, because it does impact your survival and your health. Also, we're just sending our prayers to those impacted by Hurricane Ian. A lot of devastation, Florida, South Carolina, and those surrounding states. So, thinking about you all, and hopefully that you can rebuild and get back to some kind of normalcy. All right, so Nayyir, Chike, how y'all feeling?
Good. The boys got to hold it down today.
We got to hold it down. Lynia left us.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I'm dragging a little bit. I had my fourth COVID shot this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. Been moving a little slow since then.
Well, I real quick, I'm going on vacation on Wednesday. I'm going to Cabo, and I was reading the requirements for the resort COVID test on site. I'm like, God. I've only had one COVID test, and I did it myself, and I was kind of like, and they said, sir, a little bit deeper. I only had one COVID, so now.
What happens when you show up on the resort and suppose someone, is positive? What happens?
I guess you got to figure it out.
Quarantine.
But
Okay.
So anyway, I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to the vacation. So, it is what it is. Some people have to do it every day, you know what I mean? Or had to do it every day at one point.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, our question of the day is, what is your weakness? Chike, what's your weakness?
Food.
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 What about you, Nayyir?
Oh man, I don't know if I understand that question. So a weakness as in what am I weak for, or weakness as in something I could be better at?
Weakness, like weak for, like.
Oh,
food,
okay.
Whatever.
Never trust a big button to smile. Hey, that's my weakness, man. I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest, man. If we going that route, that's mine.
Right. Some people they said a similar thing on Facebook. I don't know what my weakness is. I think that I am too compassionate towards people. Like their stories, they can sell me, cry me a river, and I will fall for it and feel bad and just want to help out. So that is a weakness of mine.
So the guy at the gas station come up to you, he got a good story.
Oh,
you might
Lord,
buy him a sandwich.
Yeah. I remember one time when I was in college, I was intern right out of college. This guy, he came to our building where I worked, and he was looking for money. He said he was homeless, and I wrote him out a check. And my coworker said, "Are you stupid? Are you crazy?" I wrote him out a check, but he cashed it right away though, because that thing hit me. He cashed it within 10 minutes. But yeah, that is my weakness. That's definitely my weakness.
Wow.
Yeah. See someone. One time, me and this girl, we got out to eat, and I was holding her doggy bag, and there was a homeless guy on the side of the street.
Oh man.
So I gave her food. She liking my food. So that is a weakness of mine.
And see, my weakness is food. You and I would have fought.
Right. She was mad. I want to eat that when I got home. She was mad. Well, tweet us at home. Let us know, what is your weakness? Stephen Knight Show, SHO. All right, so Nick Cannon, he's making sure he leaves a long legacy through his children. The Wild and Out creator announced that he welcomed his third child with Brittany Bell, named Rise Messiah Cannon. On Instagram, he shared a video from Brittany's blessing way and a lengthy post sharing admiration for Brittany Bell. It's another blessing. As my journey on this planet becomes more and more remarkable and unfathomable, all I can do is thank God and continue to ask the Most High to order my steps. He has given me stewardship and dominion over a family dynamic that some are unimaginable. But more importantly, he has blessed me with loving individuals to guide me through care through this purposeful life. I am so undoubtedly grateful for the matriarch energy in my time of need. And he tagged Ms. Bell. It has been the rock and foundation of my fatherhood. He went on to talk about how she didn't want a baby shower. She just wanted prayers with people who loved her, and that she went through a very difficult labor. When she went in labor, it was like 48 hours of excruciating pain that could have been life-threatening. And the baby weighed 10 pounds, and he's very excited. Now, he just had his 9th baby, so this is his 10th. And so I wanted to talk about this story because I was listening to the radio the other day, over the weekend, and the DJ, he said, a lot of people are up in arms that Nick Cannon's having his 10th baby, but I don't care because he can financially afford it. And then I thought about, but that's not necessarily what a father is. A father is helping you grow. A father is developing you. A father is teaching you. And with 10 kids by different mothers, how effective can you be in all of those children's lives? You know what I mean? And so, and not judging him, again, he makes a lot of money. And I know what I've heard him say, he makes a lot of sacrifices to see his children. But with 10, it's kind of crazy. Now you're a new father. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, thinking about that, it's only 24 hours in a day. I don't care how much money you got. You might be able to squeeze out 25 if you got some magic powers. But even with one, in a support system,
yeah,
it's hard giving quality time regularly. It's difficult. You have to be super intentional about it, and you hope for a good outcome at the end of it all, as you're grooming and raising your child. I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's got something that I don't know about, and he's got he's got a reason to have all these children, I guess. I don't know. But I know that it's difficult with one to really spend quality time with your child and child's, my wife, it's difficult. So that would be something to kind of pay attention to. But if he's got that kind of time and he can make it work, kudos.
And on top of the, obviously, he makes good money, really good money, obviously, but he also has a lot of jobs, which takes away from his time. And so you can't be at PTAs, you can't be at school plays, or if the kids get involved in, activities and sports and things, you can't be at all the games and things like that. And I know how important it was for me. My father, he was always in the stands, when I played basketball and things like that, unless he had to work. But majority, when I looked down the stands, I always saw my dad and my mom, but my dad was always there. And so in a sense, it's kind of like, I won't say call him an absentee father, but you're kind of signing up to be an absentee father in a sense. What are your thoughts on this, Chike?
Again, I can't say no judgment because it is judgment in it.
Right.
Why would you create a child or have children with a mother? He's married to this mother, right?
I don't know.
Oh, wow. Okay. But I just don't understand
why. He can't be married to that mother because he just had another baby with another woman.
Well, okay, that supports my point where I'm going. Why would you have these children with these women who you're not with, who could possibly go on to have relationships with other men and create families in other places? So therefore, you're going to have your children being raised by other men, because that's the household that they're going to be in. Regardless if you're their father or not, they're going to be in a different. So they're going to grow up with different values and different beliefs and different ideologies. And how much can you really influence that being outside their home?
Yeah.
And you're saying it's only 24 hours in a day, and you're not going to be there from the day to day. I wouldn't want my child to be in that environment. I would want to raise my child. But I'll tell you, between Nick Cannon and Kiki Wyatt, they could repopulate the world.
They call them, I saw a meme of them too. And so I'm gonna tell my kids this is Adam and Eve.
But Kiki's are with one person, right?
No.
No.
But they've all been husbands, but she's had several husbands.
Oh, and she doesn't have all the kids in one house?
Yeah, she does. She
Oh,
does.
she does. But see, that's different. She's got all the kids in one place.
Right, and that's the thing
You know,
when you have
yeah.
them there, even though it's still a lot, but it's different when you're all growing up together or growing up with your parents.
Yeah.
As
Like,
opposed to I get to see them.
Like Chike said, you can influence their environment a bit more. You can influence that. Like Chike said, these are going to possibly be kids growing up in different homes. And then what's the point? What's the point? What have you created if you can't leave a legacy through your value system and so forth?
Yeah.
And then Nick got to be in close to 50 years old. So, how long is he going to be around? Just if he was to live the normal life expectancy, you're talking 20, 30 years, maybe 40,
I know Bobby Brown doesn't have as many kids, but he does very good with wrangling his children in, make sure that they spend time together.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder how hard that is for him.
Yeah.
I remember watching like excerpts on the reality show when he would go through those bouts trying to get his kids like all in one space so they could all be together. It was a fight.
Yeah. Wow. Like you said, he didn't have it 10, so.
Right.
All right, well, California becomes the first state in the country to limit the use of rap lyrics as circumstantial evidence. Governor Newsom signed a bill on Friday that will limit the use of creative content against rappers and musicians in the state. Their lyrics cannot be used as evidence unless the judge reviews and deems them necessary. The AB 2799 or the Decriminalizing Artistic Expression Act is the first bill of its kind and comes after rappers Young Thug and Gunna were indicted by authorities with the help of the lyrics they used in their songs. Do you think this is a good idea, Chike?
Can you defer to Nayyir first for this?
Yeah.
one?
Oh yeah. Yes. All right. Well, he sings, raps, whatever. He does it all.
I used to rap. I tried to sing. I used to try, but it wasn't. It ain't what you do. Nah, Steve. You ain't gonna blow my head up. It's people like you that got me in trouble thinking I can sing out here.
No, you can sing, boy.
Hey, but didn't we have fun with that song though, Steve?
We did.
Check it out. Yeah. What was the name of it? Don't tell me.
Let You Go.
Let You Go. Yeah, that was one of my most exciting or fun recordings.
My mom loves your verse.
Does she like it? Does she know it?
She was telling me that this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. She was saying that I play it too safe some of the lyrics. She said, hey, listen to him. See, that's what she's talking about. That's what she told me. I remember we were listening to it in the car. Yeah.
Yeah, but so lyrics being used criminally or in criminal cases. So do I think it's a good idea for them to stop doing that? I think it's going to be helpful for artists who find themselves in situations like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it will be helpful. And if that's helpful to artists, especially artists who look like me, who are finding themselves in this type of situation, good thing for me. But I do hope that our artists continue to find more wisdom as they evolve. I get it. This is your journal. This is how you tell your story. But you got to be careful and be wise. And they need managers who can help them as well in their artist development. Don't incriminate yourself, bro. So some things you have to be more creative about, or you got to wait to talk about. That's just the simple truth about it. If you want to be able to have longevity in the game and avoid situations that could jeopardize what you're in it for. So it's a good idea if it's very helpful in that regard. I can go on, but yeah, I think it's a good idea. I'm for that. And I think I could understand an argument on the other end as well, but I am for that if it's going to be helpful to artists that look like me.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Chike?
So I do agree with Nayyir. However, I think that this probably was a test to see how far they could go. And I do think that this will be revisited because a lot of us do put stuff in our music that probably shouldn't be there. And I can almost see it. Something major is going to happen and someone's going to put it in their art and it's going to be the thing that incriminates them. It's going to be something back.
Right.
This is going to go back and it's going to be bigger than this was. And it's going to make a precedent. That's what I feel.
I think you hit it on the head. They've got to grow wise if this is the case, because they think it won't be used against them, and they'll tell their business, and it'll be a direct connect to some criminal activity. So I'm hoping that they don't take this as that creative license to be more truthful and more honest and be more revealing, become more wise, and know that, like you said, this is still something you need to be careful about. It's coming out of your mouth. These are your words. And especially the artists who boast on, I only rap about my life. And then when you go to court, you say, that was made up. That's entertainment. You can't have both in court.
No, no. And one of the things, like you said, Nayyir, what I don't want people to get twisted is, no one said that your art is protected. There's no protection. It's not protected. And the other thing is, people probably need to become better wordsmiths. If that's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
So undecodable that you can be able to do it.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And our DA here, she said that if Young Gunna and Young Thug and Gunna, she said you literally commit these crimes and then rap about it. She said I have advice for you. Don't rap about the crimes you're committing, or if you do, don't live in my county. You know what I mean? Because these are things that are affecting the communities. And so I do see the good, and I'm glad they're doing it case by case. They're doing it so it's not like a blanket rule, but they're doing it if the judge deems that it's significant, then it can be used, as opposed to, but overall it won't be used, because there's some cases I think it should be used. Like we have these string of gangs that are breaking in celebrities' homes for no reason, or high-end homes for no reason. If you're rapping about that, it should be used. It should be permissible.
There was this song. I don't know if you're familiar with this case or this artist. Are you all familiar with YNW Melly?
I'm not.
Okay, so he's got a song that came out years ago. Actually, I really, really like the song. Like, it's a song I legitimately listen to.
Yeah.
It's wild. And I don't want to get too far off, but it's called Murder on My Mind, right? That's the name of the song. And it's so vivid. The storytelling in it is so vivid. It's almost like it has to be real, or it's creatively developed
based on something true,
based on something real, right? He's in jail right now, still pending this whole lawsuit for this case for killing 2 of his friends. Right now. When you get a chance, research the YNW Melly case, and then listen to that song, Murder on My Mind. Listen to it when you get a chance.
As you were telling me about that song, and because in another life, I used to work for a law firm. And as you're telling me about this song, all I'm thinking is it would just take one of those prosecutors to be like, let me do some more investigating on this to see what I can get out of this. Because that's what they do. You think they don't, but they do. They sit and they listen and they go, I could make legal precedents, because these people are trying to get their name in books. They're trying to get their name on epitaphs so they can be a part of history. These lawyers aren't just in it to make the money and go to court and live day to day. They're trying to make precedents. A lot of them want to make laws.
Yeah.
So you got to watch out for that.
Right.
These people are not playing with you.
Right.
That's true. That's true. We'll take a quick break. We come back, find out why Ye is back under fire, and the United States Department of Education is moving funny when it comes back to the student loan forgiveness. We'll talk about that when we come back. Right back after this.